What's going on, guys? Newer Sports Up here, and I'm back at it with another MLB video. So today in this video, I'm going to be doing the best player on every single MLB team. So yeah, going to get right into it. So starting off with my favorite team, the New York Yankees, their best player is Aaron Judge. If Aaron Judge can stay healthy, he can be a top 10 player of the game, but he's definitely the Yankees' best player. For the Rays, their best player is their ace starting pitcher, Charlie Morton, one of the best pickups of the 2019 offseason. For the Red Sox, tough to choose between him and JD Martinez, but I decided to go with Bogaerts because JD Martinez doesn't play the position. Also, Bogaerts is a beast hitter. He's their best player. For the Blue Jays, their best player is one of their best acquisitions of the offseason, Hyun-Jin Ryu. For the Baltimore Orioles, their best player is Trey Mancini. Not really a lot of players to choose here because the Orioles are so bad, so I decided to go with Mancini. He's clearly their best player. Moving over to the Twins, they have so much talent on that team. I could have gone with Nelson Cruz, but I decided to go with Josh Johnson. He's the bringer of rain. If he could stay healthy, he can be one of the best third basemen in the league. For the Indians, the best player is the best shortstop in Major League Baseball, Francisco Lindor. For the White Sox, the best player is one of the more consistent first basemen in the league in the American League, Jose Abreu. And for the Royals, the best player is arguably the most underrated player in Major League Baseball. He's led the league in hits the past 2 years. It's Whit Merrifield. For the Detroit Tigers, not a lot of players to choose from here because they have so many players who are so bad, so I decided to go with Jonathan Scope. Definitely could have gone with C.J. Cron, could have gone with Miguel Cabrera, could have gone with Matthew Boyd, but decided to go with Scope. I think he's the most overall talented player on that team. Moving over to the Astros, their best player is Alex Bregman. He's the best third baseman in the American League. Although I don't like him, he's the best player on the Houston Astros. For the Oakland A's, the best player on their team is arguably the best defensive player in Major League Baseball. It's going to be their third baseman, Matt Chapman. For the best player on the Rangers, definitely could have gone with Corey Kluber here, but decided to go with Joey Gallo. He's got ridiculous power, and he can hit the ball farther than any player in the major leagues. For the Los Angeles Angels, do I need to explain myself here? The best player is the best player in Major League Baseball, Mike Trout. And for the Seattle Mariners, their best player is Mitch Haniger. Definitely could have gone with Daniel Vogelbach here, but Mitch Haniger had a great year in 2018. I think he can return to that form again if he can stay healthy. For the Los Angeles Dodgers, so many players to choose from here. I definitely could have gone with Cody Bellinger, but I think Mookie Betts has been doing it for a little bit longer, so I decided to go with Mookie Betts as the best player for the Dodgers. Might not play for the Dodgers at all because of the season might be canceled. For the Diamondbacks, their best player is obvious. It's Ketel Marte. For the San Francisco Giants, not a lot of players to choose from here because the San Francisco Giants are so bad. I could have gone with Buster Posey, could have gone with Brandon Belt, could have gone with Mikey Yastrzemski, could have gone with Evan Longoria, but I decided to go with Brandon Crawford. He might be the most consistent player on that team. For the Colorado Rockies, easy choice here. He's the best third baseman in Major League Baseball, Nolan Arenado. He's also my favorite non-Yankee. For the San Diego Padres, their best player is their stud shortstop, Fernando Tatis Jr. Had a ridiculous season last year and also was hurt, so he didn't play the full year. Imagine Fernando Tatis Jr. playing the full season. He'll be an MVP candidate. For the Cardinals, their best player is Paul Goldschmidt. I could have gone with Paul DeYoung here, but he's been very inconsistent the past 2 years, so I decided to go with Paul Goldschmidt. He's been one of the better offensive first basemen in the league. Also plays good defense. For the Brewers, the best player on their team is, in my opinion, the second best player in Major League Baseball, Christian Yelich. For the Chicago Cubs, their best player, in my opinion, a lot of people say he's overrated, but in my opinion, he's their best player, Javier Baez. For the Cincinnati Reds, their most underrated player might be the most underrated third baseman in Major League Baseball. It's going to be Eugenio Suarez. He hit 49 home runs last year, and I'm expecting an even better season out of him next year. For the Pirates, their best player is Josh Bell. The Pirates are a team that's in the rebuilding phase, so not a lot of players to choose from here. Could have gone with Brian Reynolds, but Josh Bell is, in my opinion, the more sexy player, so I decided to go with him. For the Braves, their best player is Ronald Acuna. Really tough choice here between him and Freddie Freeman. I decided to go with Acuna because I think he's more of a stud. For the Nationals, a lot of people are expecting to put Juan Soto here, so I think after next year, Soto will be better, but their best player has been one of the more consistent starting pitchers in the league ever since he joined the league when he was with the Tigers, Max Scherzer. The best player on the Mets might be the best pitcher in Major League Baseball. It's close between him and Garrett Cole. Jacob deGrom is easily the best player on the New York Mets. For the second to last team, the Philadelphia Phillies, their best player is Bryce Harper. Really not a lot to say here. He's been a beast the past 2 years, except for 2018. But he's been a beast, and he deserves all that $300 million, in my opinion. For the last and final team on this list, the Miami Marlins, their best player is Brian Anderson. The Marlins have a lot of young talent on their roster, so not really a lot of players to choose from here. So I decided to go with Brian Anderson. He's been a stud ever since 2018. So yeah, that's going to do it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Just a quick little video I made about the best player in every single MLB team. And yeah, those are just who I think are the best players. So that's going to do it for this one.